with the Dead Coffee House. I haven't done that bit in 3 years, okay? Let me tell you, it hurts the knees, all right? I've been hosting the open mic here at Wake for probably like 2.5 years now.
The first time I performed, because when I started out, I would always perform like with my friends, like after, like we'd come back to our place and I'd DJ, but I would say like my first actual performance for like a production company or a show would be beginning of last year, like first official show like that.
Well, I'm Cecil. I play in a band called Typical Girls. We're from San Marcos. We've been around for a long time, 10, 15 years, a million years. So the first time I ever played live was with this band. It was at Wake the Dead coffee shop here in town, playing in the little side room there. So I remember that night before we played, definitely nervous wreck, really intense experience. But it gets easier going from there. That first time is intense, but it was ultimately super fun.
And so I played, man. It was cool, and then the board messed up, man. And so they had to cut all my shit and then restart my shit. So it was literally like my worst nightmare happening. But no, it was great. I got all my friends to come out. Like, you feel the support definitely right there, even though you're like, your hands are sweating and you're not sure if you're gonna press the right buttons.
It was a bit nerve-wracking, I'll say, because this mic has a lot of history for me. This is the first place I ever saw live stand-up comedy, ever. At that time, it was small, but very mighty, I feel like. I felt like at that time, we had about, I want to say 15 comics, but we had so many mics. But I was a part of it then because I was in my undergrad, and we were just like very like passionate bunch. You know, we wanted to start shows, we wanted to like host shows, and we very liked the local scene.
You should have seen me when I found that out. I was running up and down the street just like, our God is an awesome God. It's not every day you get thrown into a fucking browser script. I mean,
the local scene is extremely important to me. I don't think I would have stayed doing this for this long if it wasn't for this scene. The local guys here, I see their commitment and it keeps me committed.
Oh, super important. I mean, that's how I'm going to try to get this project off the ground. I think it's super important for not only us to help whatever venue or whatever production company or venue that we're using to like lift them up, but at the same time we're using them to like get our name out there too.
You can have really great bands and you can have people who are good at managing venues, but if the community itself doesn't come out to see these people, it's not really going to go anywhere. So I think, especially in this town, it's really important that we have an overall like vibe of like people want to go out and hear music, whether that's the stuff we play, whether that's something more country, western, bluegrass, whether it's something some EDM artist rolling through town playing at the Mark. I think it's really important to have it where the community, the people who live here, who get their mail delivered here and work here, want to go see it, want to engage with it.
There was a time where, yes, we were being very overlooked, I felt, because, no one was coming down here. But now comics are starting to come down here. I see a lot of my friends, myself, getting booked in Austin because of the mic down here, because of the mics that they go to down here. I try really hard not to like lose my gratitude.
Oh yeah, like all the time. You can't help but feel like you're overlooked. Even though you feel like, oh, this dude's up there, but like I feel like I can play better than him. Like that happens all the time. But that's just something you gotta tune out. And I think you just got to get over being overlooked because, like, you got to start somewhere.
I would just say come out, and experience it. Try it, You can go to most shows for free down here.
Embrace, like, being with friends and playing shows. don't think that you can't do it. Anybody can do it.
Try places that aren't necessarily the big first venues you think of. Try coffee shops. See if you can sign up for when the town does those, like, I don't know if they're wine walks or something, but it's when a bunch of the shops that aren't just venues, like, have bands and groups play.
Commitment, patience, oof. A drive to, like, you gotta want to do it, like, you gotta give a shit about it. That's pretty much it, just patience, and you gotta want to do it.